Now, from Wish TV, this is The Zone Extra, presented by Franciscan Health Sports Medicine.
Coming up on The Zone Extra, football hits the stretch run while tennis begins postseason play. Tonight, our Coach's Corner, meet the man looking to lead Lutheran to a state title. Plus, our Athlete of the Week has goalkeeping in her blood.
I honestly think I found out by finding a backpack that said World Cup 1995, and I was like, why do you have this?
Find out how you can be a part of the show with our top plays. The Zone Extra starts now.
Hey, good evening to you, and welcome to The Zone Extra, everybody. I'm Anthony Calhoun. What an exciting week for high school sports. A state champion will be crowned in golf. Sectionals are underway in boys tennis, and we're just 3 weeks away from the start of the postseason. Yeah, in high school football. In our Coach's Corner tonight, his team was 1 point away from a state title last year, is once again a favorite to Class 1A. Longtime Lutheran football coach Dave Pash is in studio tonight. Plus, our Athlete of the Week has a world-class goalkeeping bloodline. Olivia Ray introduced us to Carmel Soccer's Erin Baker. And you won't want to miss our top play of the week, courtesy of Crawfordsville High School. Also, we want to hear from you folks. Stick around to find out how your submissions can be featured on our show in this week's and weeks to come. Now, let's take a look at all that's going on in high school sports. Top-ranked Center Grove moved to a perfect 6-0 on the season. The Trojans sprinted to a 49-point first quarter in a blowout win over Lawrence Central. In a top 10 showdown, Carmel scored 21 unanswered points to close the game and earned a 38-14 win over rival North Central. For a second straight week, Cathedral hosted and came away with a victory over Quality Ohio competition. This time, the Irish earned a 9-point win over Cincinnati LaSalle. And Warren Central, well, picked up its second win of the season as the Warriors held on for a 2-point win over Pike. In the Hoosier Heritage Conference, Lincoln Roth and 4A number 4 New Palestine won a close one over Greenfield Central. And at the top of the Hoosier Crossroads, an absolute classic between unbeaten Brownsburg and Westfield. The Dogs scored late to force overtime and then take the lead on the first possession of overtime. But Westfield answers on the next play with a touchdown, and the Rocks are going for the win. Carson Voris around the left side, and he is in. Wow, what a game. Westfield gets the victory, 43-42, final in overtime. After the game, Voris said the win was all about team.
I feel great. I was a win for my brothers. That's all I wanted. We play with the family. I don't know what to think right now. I'm having a blast. Football is my favorite thing to do. I love this game. We all love this game, and I love playing with my brothers. Brownsburg's a great team. We're just happy to get the dub.
Man, what a game on Friday night. And it was also a lot of fun that Friday night for the Zone Tailgate at Mooresville as we presented the Zone banner to the Pioneers who won last year's championship competition, that is. On the field, the 4A number 2 football team remained unbeaten on the season with a 9-point victory over Franklin. After the game, head coach Mike Gillen, he joined us on the Zone for FaceTime Friday and said his Pioneers have a chance to do something special this year.
This team, I told them 4 years ago that we had a chance to be special, and they've stuck with the program. And between my players and my coaching staff, we're playing pretty good football right now. We got to do some things better, but every coach in the state's saying that right now too. So no doubt we got a chance to win a conference championship. We got a really tough game next week against Whiteland, and so we'll see what happens there.
Great time there with the coach. Okay, on the course, it's time to crown the first IHSAA champion of the season. The girls' golf state finals begin tomorrow and conclude on Saturday at Prairie View Golf Club. Homestead, the defending team champion, won its regional last weekend. Other regional winners across the state were Culver Academy, Noblesville, Westfield, and Evansville North. Let's take a look at the teams from around Central Indiana that will be participating this weekend in the state finals. As we mentioned, Westfield, you got Center Grove, you got Carmel there as well, Noblesville, HSC, Greenfield Central, and Columbus North. All the action taking place there at Prairie View Golf Club out there in Carmel. Now, the boys tennis state tournament is officially underway. Sectional action began yesterday, it did, and continues through Saturday at 64 locations across the state. Number one, the Greyhounds of Carmel is the four-time defending team state champion, although second-ranked Scienceville and number 3 North Central are among the teams looking to put an end to the Greyhounds' dominance. We'll see what happens there in boys tennis. All right, and on the pitch, the Marion County tournament continues tomorrow with semifinal action for the boys and girls taking place at North Central. The sectional draw was held earlier this week, and the state tournament kicks off on Monday. Let's take a look at the current soccer rankings in 3A poll here for boys. Noblesville, the Millers, are the number 1 team in the state. North Central, Hamilton Southeastern, you got Chesterton there, and then Northridge rounding out the top 5 there in the Class 3A poll. The girls soccer Class 3A poll, Noblesville top there as well. Carmel number 2, Garrett Catholic 3, then Valparaiso 4, and then you got HSC, the Royals, coming in to round out the top 5 there in the girls soccer Class 3A poll. Getting underway, of course, the regional play. Check that, the postseason play on the way as well. Okay, time for a break, but we still have much more ahead here tonight on the Zone Extra. Glad you're with us. Up next, it's the Coach's Corner. Yeah. Yes, Lutheran Saints are one of the favorites in football's Class 1A. Head coach Dave Pash is in studio with us tonight. Cannot wait to connect with him. And still ahead, she has goalkeeping in her blood, folks. So we'll introduce you to our athlete of the week, Carmel Soccer's Erin Baker, on the way. Welcome back here to the Zone Extra. Anthony Callan here with you tonight. Now it's time for the Coach's Corner. Last year, his Lutheran team fell a single point short of an undefeated season, the football's program's first state title. This year, the Saints, are once again on track to make a deep postseason run, sitting at 5-1 of the season and ranked 2nd in Class 1A. I'm so thrilled to welcome to the Zone Extra tonight, talking about the football coach there at Lutheran, Mr. Dave Pash, joining us. Coach, thank you so much for joining us here.
Thanks, Anthony, for having me on and the opportunity to talk about our program and the great things happening in Lutheran High School.
Well, man, you got some great things going on with your program. I mean, last year, as we mentioned, making it all the way to state. What is it about the kids, the community, that makes coaching there so special for you?
Well, I think it's one of the greatest things about Lutheran High School is the partnership we have with our parents. And then having been in the business as long as I have been, both as an educator and a coach, is just the expectation that we have as a community. And it's about being different. It's about really impacting the community. It's about being leaders when they leave, and it's a lot of the intangible things that I think that really separates young people today when they want to move forward into that post-secondary part of their life.
Yeah. Last year was tough to watch. You guys had such a great season, but just a heartbreaking loss in the state finals last year. From what happened last year, how fired up are the kids this year to get back there and try to win it all this year?
Well, I certainly think there's a focus. There's a lot to be said also for having been there and gone through the process and had the experience of getting that far and then maybe coming up a little bit short. We still wear the uniforms. Our home uniforms have the state finals patch on them. And that's one of the things that we reflect on every time we put that. You'll see it here in the video, but it's one of the things that we reflect on and talk about, the standard that we have to uphold and what it took for us to get there, and maybe what we have to do to take that next step and to finish the process.
What do you like about this year's team?
Well, I think any coach will tell you when they're having success is the cohesiveness. We've got a great senior group of leaders, but I think genuinely our guys care about each other. We have a good time together, and they're not afraid of hard work. Yeah. And I think anybody who can put hard work in a process and you care about people, you can do good things together.
Yes, I want to ask you about this offense. Averaging, over 40-some points a game? I mean, that is unbelievable. I mean, that's some good stuff there.
Well, that's absolutely a credit to the kids and the talent that we have.
But that's remarkable, though.
Well, it's not only is it remarkable, but it's a lot of fun.
Right.
You know, we've got, as the play caller, it really makes my job easy.
That's right, yeah.
You know, several times this year where I'll make a bad call and they make up for those, make up for me. But, you know, we're a very explosive group. We're fortunate that we have a lot of different guys can touch the football, be effective players. Blake White, our quarterback, has to be one of the better, if not the best, small school quarterback in the state. But we have a good time with what we do.
That's great. So 13 years there at Lutheran, over 30 years of coaching. What keeps you around? I mean, obviously you love what you do, but what is it about these kids and that program there that keeps you into, you know, coaching these young people?
Well, I think hopefully every educator will tell you that you're impacting lives. You know, I have a ton of energy every day. I walk in the building and I get to be around kids. It keeps me young. You know, I know the impact that the game of football had on me. There are things every day that I draw from my experiences having been a player and been around, you know, Mike Godin, the Mike Gillens, the people that have been in my life that have impacted the way I look at the way life should be lived, and try to leave my mark on those young people. But I think being at a place like Lutheran where we have that expectation and we have that partnership really gives you a lot of energy and drive to continue on, you know, to be a active participant in their lives every day.
You know, what's so special about your program, not only you guys getting it done, you know, off the football field, but on it as well. And you can just take a look at just some of these amazing numbers about what you guys have done. 5 regional championships, 6 straight sectional titles, 2019 1A state finalists we talked about. And how does that make you feel as a coach when you see that on the screen right there? Well,
it's rewarding, but what I also know, I think, as a leader and as a head coach, is that it takes a lot of people, a lot of investment. Our school community as a whole, our administration. You know, the one huge benefit, I think, of being in a community that's committed is that they never tell us no. I think they understand that we're trying to do the right things for kids. You know, we don't always have all the resources that everybody has, but the answer has never been no. I've been very fortunate to have the opportunity to build this up essentially from the beginning. You know, I've been there 13 of the 15 years of the football program. Wow. The hardest part now is just all the things that you showed there on the screen is trying to sustain that. You know, I think building is the easy part. Can we sustain it? Can we take that next step and continue to have fun? I think fun is the biggest #1 element. And all that we try to do is enjoy the process and gain something from it.
That's great, Coach. Well, look, all the best to you guys. And it's amazing. And we were talking about this before we came on air here tonight, how, thank goodness, safety is #1. And here we are, week 7 of the high school football season. That's unbelievable.
Well, and I'll tell you, you know, the football in itself, it's a 7-day life cycle. If there's any game that can make it through COVID, football's built perfectly for it. It's high discipline and attention to detail, and we're going to get through.
Yeah, and the students they're buying in. Those athletes are buying in, which is so important. All right. Thank you so much for your time. All the best to you guys. Good luck on Friday, and then good luck, of course, in the postseason.
Appreciate you having us.
Okay, no problem. We're going to take a timeout. Still ahead here tonight on the Zone Extra. It's our Athlete of the Week. We turn our attention to Carmel girls soccer as sectionals begin. Yeah, actually next week. The Greyhounds are expected to make another deep tournament run, and we caught up with the goalkeeper who is poised to get them there. Plus, we take a look at our game plan for tomorrow night on The Zone. Stick and stay. We're back right after this. Welcome back here to The Zone Extra. Anthony Calhoun here with you tonight after back-to-back opportunities here for us high school when it comes to the soccer. The senior allowed only 5 goals of Erin Baker knows a little bit about making saves. 5 goals of the season last year and plans to beat the number this fall. Our Olivia Ray has more with the Greyhound, who has soccer in her bloodline.
You feel like the team is very dependent on you at times. It takes a lot of mental toughness to play the position.
For the last 3 years, Erin Baker has proudly protected the back of this net for Carmel girls soccer, where she's earned 2 all-state selections. But it was just a few years ago that Erin realized her skill set in the goal may not be a coincidence, but maybe she was born with it.
It was crazy to me. I honestly think I found out by finding a backpack that said World Cup 1995, and I was like, why do you have this? Like, what does this have anything to do with us?
Erin discovered her own mother played her favorite game at the highest level. Carla Baker had a 12-year international soccer career, which was highlighted when she was the goalkeeper for Canada in the 1995 World Cup.
It just was never a talking point because for me it wasn't about me. That was something that I did, but I'm just her mom. So I just wanted to just let her set her journey.
I'm grateful that she let me make my own decision in terms of soccer because for all I knew, there was no pressure on me to continue playing. There was no pressure on me to continue her legacy. She always said she wants me to create my own.
But making saves is in Erin Baker's blood. And for the things that didn't come naturally, Coach Carla has been there since day one.
What do you see, B? What do you see?
Being able to play with her and have her coach me has been incredible because she's been coaching me since I was 3. So that's been a greatest blessing in my life.
That's something that she and I will be bonded with forever, and not only as mother-daughter, but as, coach-player.
So while Erin decides if she will continue playing after this fall, she and her mom both agree that together they've already reached the peak of the Baker family soccer story. Olivia Ray, Wish TV, wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook.
Wow, what a story right there. All the best to her. Time for a break, but more is still to come on the Zone Extra, including our play of the week. Plus, we look ahead to a great fall Friday of high school football. The Zone coming up. All right, back here on the Zone Extra, one of our favorite parts of covering high school sports that we enjoy is the passion of both the players and the fans in the stands. The school spirit we see is incredible everywhere we go, and each fall we award the prestigious Zone banner to the school with the best spirit. Last Friday at Mooresville High School, we presented the Pioneers their 2019 Zone banner display in front of their student section. Mooresville, along with other schools, are hard at work trying to win the Zone banner presented by Crew Car Wash for Have the Best Student section. The students from Mooresville grateful to claim it all in 2019.
Thank you. It feels so great. So great. We went crazy last year. We were dedicated last year, and it feels great to have it in front of us right now.
All right, meanwhile, now it's time to take a look at our play of the week. Each week, we feature one of the top plays from the world of high school sports in Central Indiana. Plus, we want you to get involved. We will tell you how you can do that in a moment, but take a look at our play of the week. But first, here's this week's top play. At Crawfordsville, visiting North Montgomery here. Crawfordsville's Andrew Martin makes this incredible diving catch. Wow, let's take another look. You see it right there, sensational. Congrats to Andrew on being our Zone Extra play of the week. Our crews are out covering high school sports, see all the great action, but we need to hear from you as well. Here's your chance here to send us your videos. All you gotta do is tweet us your videos. Use the hashtag there, the Zone Extra. Watch next Thursday night, and your video could be played of the week here on the Zone Extra coming up next week. Hey, don't forget, Miami TV Channel 23 is your local home for high school sports coming up tomorrow night. It's a good one in the MIG. Yeah, Donovan McCulley, Omar Cooper, and the high-flying Lawrence North offense hits the road to take on Warren Central team that, after a slow start, has started to hit the stride. Jason West Warriors have won 2 of their past 3 games. You can see all the action live on our sister station, Miami TV Channel 23. That's coming up tomorrow, 7 o'clock there on Miami TV Channel 23. Okay, let's take a look at the Zone action coming your way tomorrow night at 11:08. We got some good ones here. Highlights from 21 games. That's more than any other station in the entire state of Indiana. There's some of the key matchup: Brownsburg, Zionsville, Centerville, Pike, HSE, Noblesville. Ben Davis getting set to take on Carmel, and then we got Cincinnati Elder against Cathedral. That's coming your way tomorrow on the Zone at 11:08. By the way, we'll be doing some tailgating out there at Franklin High School, hanging out there with them on Friday at 5 o'clock. All right, that's going to do it for the Zone Extra, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, we are always here on Thursday, 7 o'clock, bringing you the best in high school sports. We'll see you next week, 7 o'clock, right here on Wish TV.